Hey guys, as you can see, I'm dressed up and ready to go to watch some more Star Trek Continues. Today we're watching episode 9, and it is called What Ships Are For. I am very intrigued by this title because I know that the Enterprise is almost a character in and of herself, one that we love and is important to us. So I'm excited to see where this is going to go. Before we get started, I must apologize to those of you who have been missing the book updates because I think I forgot to update you guys last time. I have an update for you guys. So the previous thing that I finished that I forgot to let you guys know, I think, I'm not sure, is the next section that I had of the Harlan Ellison. I'm actually gonna push that back until next time because the next time I talk to you guys, it's going to be because I finished the Harlan Ellison greatest hits. But another thing that I did finish was this Titan by John Varley. It's the first in a trilogy. And this is a reread for me. I read this when I was probably in middle school or maybe like early high school years. This is the only one that I had read, and I remember really enjoying this book when I read it back in the day, but I didn't really remember it too well. It was really awesome to reread this, and then I need to purchase the next two in the trilogy, but hopefully I'll get to read those for the first time pretty soon. Have any of you guys read this? It says, an adventure more dazzling than any since Dune. This is a sci-fi adventure about exploration, discovery, rebirth, taking oneself to their absolute limits. And look at this thing. Look at this. My dad did not treat his books well. I talked about that before. It is held together by tape and some hopes and dreams. They also have something in here that's similar to the Federation's Prime Directive, so that was cool. So I'm curious to know if any of you guys have read this one and what you think about it, or if you've never read it, are you now interested in reading it? All right, thank you for listening. Let's watch some Star Trek Continues. As always, I'm excited to see what kind of grand adventure we're going to be going on, and I will see you guys in the comments. Enjoy.
Admiral McGinnis has ordered us to respond to a distress call from Hyalinus. Admiral, isn't the Yorktown near the Banneker Belt?
Command rerouted her to Aldebaran, along with the Republic, to investigate the loss of the Hood. Both ships suffered baffle plate ruptures shortly after they arrived. They'll have to be rebuilt.
The crews will need to be treated for radiation exposure.
We've got a student here at Starfleet Medical who insists we try a new Bexarotine G treatment she heard about from an old mentor of hers.
Not that old. How is Miss Chapel's doctorate coming along?
She's one of our best and brightest. She just might take your job one day.
Nurse Chapel?
I might just let her have it.
Did the Hyalini specify the nature of their crisis?
Something of global proportions. They've refused outside contact for centuries.
So you want us to speak softly and keep a big stick handy?
Take good care of that ship and her outstanding crew, you hear?
With everything I've got it.
Right, we want to focus on the ship. The ship.
What the devil was he wearing?
No idea, but you'll never get me in one of those things.
Drab, boring color palette? I think it would complement Mr. Spock quite well.
I'm not sure that was really necessary. She's trying really hard.
She's in my spot.
I'm sorry.
It's all right, Counselor. There's always plenty of room on the bridge for one more to keep Spock in line.
Okay. Taking over his spot there, huh?
Well, whatever this is about, it's got to be pretty serious for a hermit race to ask for outside help.
Hermit race, Doctor?
I'm a hermit person.
The more obvious and accurate word is clearly xenophobic.
Tomato, tomato.
No! Those are two completely different things, okay?
Gee, I hope they're friendly.
They would be well served to hope the same of you, Doctor.
Spock snapping back. Oh, we're in grayscale. Oh, shoot, I dressed wrong. I dressed super bright today. Very interesting. You know, I just watched the original Godzilla yesterday. I dressed in a gray blouse and pants for that specifically. If I'd have known, I would have done the same here. Ah, that's better.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing?
Or more accurately, what we are not seeing.
Color.
Welcome, my friends, to Hyalena's.
Oh, their outfits look so interesting. I wish I could see them in color.
Leader of the Inner Council. And this is Theus, our newly appointed ambassador to the Federation. I must admit, I was expecting a tentacle or two.
James Kirk. My chief surgeon, Dr. Leonard McCoy. And my first officer, Commander Spock.
She didn't. To Spock.
Are you an Earth female?
Bones.
My appearance differs from the others because I am Vulcan.
If our human females look like that, we'd go extinct.
Wow.
I apologize if I've caused any offense.
Madam, since I do not believe the differences in gender render one inferior to the other, not only would it be illogical for me to find offense in your comment, but to do so itself would represent a grievous insult to you.
And I, too caught up with the excitement of the moment to notice anything but your ears. How often we look but forget to see.
This is already getting...
I hope I do not offend by asking, but do all Hyalini politicians get along so well?
Being very old friends.
Who one day realized that we had fallen in love.
Aw.
My wife.
Must ask, has your world always looked like this?
Like what?
It is as it has always been.
Gentlemen, as the first outsiders ever to be invited to our world.
The first ever?
Hundreds of years ago, the people of Hyalenas united in a single purpose to become worthy to join the community of stars.
Laying down arms against each other, erasing our borders, and refusing to be defined by distinctions like us and them.
But alas, fate has intervened. Please, come. The Inner Council is waiting.
Can you explain our vision?
An unusual form of radiation emitted by their sun.
Good work, Spock. Continue scanning.
I was gonna say I'm already seeing themes of like bias, like not judging people based on how they appear, what, you know, not jumping to conclusions.
The Inner Council is the uppermost tier. Its 5 members are chosen by...
Just got here and already you're torturing them with civics.
Oh, dear. Sakara started out as my most obstinate student and soon became my finest.
She's very pretty.
What a great privilege for your first guest to be greeted by such an intelligent and beautiful woman.
You had no right, Callisti!
Oh my goodness.
You had no right to bring them here! You've destroyed us all!
We will be destroyed only if we refuse to accept help.
A true believer would rather die than see the hope corrupted.
Thank you, Spock.
I apologize. You should never have witnessed that. Show them.
Oh no, that doesn't look good.
The disease progresses rapidly.
I will not live beyond the year.
This is why you sent the distress call.
Is it
We are on a
contagious?
path to extinction.
From disease and soon starvation, our crops have stopped growing.
It's not the result of any known poison. It's not a virus, and it's not a bacterium, spore, or parasitic organism.
What does that leave?
I've been doing research on the disease as part of my medical training. I was going to be a physician.
Bones will fix Yep.
It's definitely related to the radiation that Spock detected. Running more tests, and for that we need to be in sickbay.
On your vessel?
Is that a problem?
We would prefer that she stay here. Our medical...
If she returns to the ship with us, will she see color?
Unknown, Captain.
She does.
Might be a
The results
shock.
could be traumatic.
Yeah. Oh, I wasn't even thinking about that.
If your medical facilities were sufficient, you'd already know what was killing your people.
Wow.
Take good care of her. She's precious to us.
I'd like Mr. Spock to remain behind and continue gathering information.
Of course.
They love you very much.
We are like family.
When you arrive on board our ship, your eyes may work differently. It may frighten you, but I promise you'll be safe.
Oh, I love those videos of people seeing color for the first time or seeing certain colors that they couldn't see before. Oh, her hair is purple. Oh,
Are you all right, Sakara?
she's Still seeing gray.
Everything looks...
Oh, here it comes.
What is it?
I'm chief engineer Scott Luss.
Captain!
It's all right. It's called color.
Is it alive?
Look at me. Keep your eyes on me. You're completely safe.
Well, this is a lot different than the videos that I've seen. But I couldn't even imagine what experiencing something that you didn't know existed before would be like. Guess it would be scary.
I've started Sakara's treatment, but too soon to tell.
How is she otherwise?
She's a million questions a minute. I might have to sedate her just so I can get some peace and quiet.
Jeez. Bones is feisty in this one.
The illness will reoccur unless further exposure to the solar radiation can be prevented. The Hyalena's sun can be altered using a modified stellar probe.
Mr. Sula, you and Mr. Spock head back down to the surface. I understand you have a knack for botany.
Oh, yes, sir. I should introduce you to my carnivorous weeper, Gertrude. She's a beaut.
While on Hyalenas, I captured several images with my tricorder. This is how the Hyalini appear to each other. The native inhabitants of this world all share the same genotype for pigmentation.
Orange and one who's got yellowish skin.
She is an alien. A global bioscan indicates 27.2% of the population are as well. These individuals are unquestionably a race not currently native to Hyalenas.
So how did they get there?
Uhura here.
Lieutenant, search the belt for any indication of another inhabited asteroid.
Captain, a word. I have found Dr. McKenna's insight to be beneficial. Do you believe it would be wise to confront her about her origins?
Not yet. We don't know who she is, and she might not even know herself.
Well, a civilization like the Hyalini would never allow aliens to live on their world.
Interesting. So those two view her as like a daughter.
I've engaged Sakara in several conversations about past, learning only that she was born on Hyalenas and orphaned at an early age. Come.
I wanted you to know where to find me in case you desired to talk again.
Dr. McCoy said he moved you to guest quarters. Better than being trapped in sickbay.
Better for him, I'm certain. I had many questions.
Would you like to come in?
Oh yeah, he mentioned that.
No. I mean, yes. But no, if you're busy. But if you do, then yes, I would very a lot.
Sounds like my mental dialogue in my head. I'm always second guessing myself and if I'm imposing on people.
How have you been enjoying color?
It astounds me. There's so many of them. Mm-hmm. I'm learning their names. That is called green. And the door is blue. And this is yellow.
That's red. And did she say yeller? Old yeller?
Once we repair your sun, everyone on Hyalenas will see color. A great deal of chaos. We'll work with your people.
There's still so much I don't understand. What is the purpose of color?
Color provides variety, vibrance,
Helps to differentiate.
beauty, rouses the senses,
Oh my.
stirs the emotions.
Not again.
Poetry for the eyes.
Coming on a little fast there, aren't you?
Purple. The color of your hair.
Captain Kirk to the bridge?
I'll be back. You're welcome to stay.
Trying to figure out what ships are for. How that relates to this episode so far, but
Radio signals.
Not yet.
Coming from an asteroid in the inner belt.
Captain, proximity alert.
oh, this guy again.
I'm reading 2 small shuttle pods approaching Hyalenas at half impulse.
They're from the other asteroid.
Scans indicate vessels don't have any big sticks, sir.
What was that, Lieutenant?
They are unarmed.
They don't have any big sticks.
I read 6 humanoid life forms in each.
At half impulse? My God, how long have they been...
Captain, Hyalenas automated platforms have activated. They're charging weapons.
Red alert.
Oh gosh, I'm just really interested in what's happening and what's gonna happen. And
One of the weapons platforms is targeting the shuttle pods, Captain.
Lieutenant?
No response from the Council, sir.
Lock onto that platform.
Platform firing.
good thing they have stormtrooper aim. Maybe they were just warning shots?
Fire.
The shuttle pods are turning around. They're retreating, sir.
Uhura, get me Hyalinus.
They demand an explanation for the destruction of their platform.
They demand an... I'll meet with them in an hour. In the meantime, get me information on that other asteroid. Smith, you've got the con.
We can't try to contact the ships that were retreating?
Why did your people try to destroy 2 unarmed shuttles?
They are Abetians. For decades, they've been trying to sneak onto Hyalinus to escape the consequences of their own savagery.
Oh, I think you're one of them, girl.
Is it a crime to want to live peacefully? Are they criminals? Or are they refugees?
They are invaders.
Who attack in tiny, unarmed ships.
They have given us reason to fear them.
Oh, her whole world is going to be turned upside down.
How can you stand in judgment of me? My parents were murdered by Abetians.
Were they, though?
It's all too easy to criticize the policies of another until you lose someone those policies could have saved.
Their world is in turmoil. Territory is perpetually at war. By the desire to build better, more lethal weapons. They have squandered their natural resources and polluted their world in the process.
Sounds like Earth.
Your parents?
My parents were part of a diplomatic envoy sent to help. Their ship returned to Hyalinus on autopilot. Were killed.
Wonder what actually
I was
happened.
10 years old.
Those people who killed your parents are barbarians. That doesn't mean they all are.
That they think like us. They do not.
Have you ever met an Abetian?
No. We've managed to keep them off our world, thankfully.
Oh. You think. You think.
You're wrong. There are many on Hyalinus.
That's impossible.
Hundreds of thousands.
Well, they said like a quarter of the population or something?
Your hair, your skin. You are Abetian. If you don't trust what you see, trust what I see. The woman in that mirror is brilliant. Beautiful inside and out. Look. And you are the opposite of what you believe, of what you've been told Abetians are.
Didn't think she would like that at all.
Captain,
I was gonna say,
Hyalinus has the most amazing plant life, sir. Look.
It does look cool. Maybe don't tell them about it and let them, you know, live their lives out the way they have been, but until they mentioned that they would see color when they fixed the sun.
The Hyalini food chain has been affected at almost every level, but there is no permanent mutation.
Once we're through here, future generations should grow healthy and normal.
Good work. And Sulu, you forgot something.
I wonder why the radiation's only been causing trouble recently, though. If it's always been around, affecting their eyes.
We modify your star, you'll see your world in a whole new way. I'm not sure you're ready for it.
No.
Must we justify our actions to you?
But killing defenseless people seems to contradict the moral standard you've set for yourselves.
Those 12 Abetians are but a fraction of the unrelenting horde assaulting our world every day.
Assaulting?
I haven't seen that.
Why not help them instead of shooting at them?
They would overrun our world.
We're struggling to feed our own people.
I appreciate your dilemma, madam. But your defense system is excessive.
Yeah.
Abetians are vulgar, selfish, and violent. And we've gone to great lengths to keep them off our world.
What if they were already here?
But they're not here.
But they are.
How would you know?
Decades ago, because there was a dramatic rise in violent crime. But once we activated our defense grid, the crime rate receded.
You can't condemn the many for the crimes of a few.
But if they come here, I will do what is necessary to keep my people safe, just as you would.
Safety and compassion are not mutually exclusive.
What is Starfleet's General Order Number 1?
The Non-Interference Directive.
And does it apply even if you know your interference would be beneficial?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, and have there been cases resulted in the death of an entire population, even though you could have saved them?
Yes, but...
So, for you, this abstract idea is more important than a planet full of living, breathing people. You condemn the many.
He has a
For
point.
the crimes of none.
I mean, he has... he's got a point
Who do you
there.
think you are?
I mean, I think we all have seen some of the faults in the way the Federation goes about things. The Prime Directive is there for a good reason, but it's too rigid, maybe.
Doctor, when we launch that probe, the Hyalini will see in full, revealing color. What'll happen to the Abetians once they can be identified?
They'll probably...
All they have to do is round them up and send them back. That's why I'm angry.
Sir, you've been in situations like this before, but I wonder if this time it's not more personal. I don't think you're angry. I think you're afraid. Afraid for Sakara.
But she's like their daughter.
They have no problem turning their backs on desperate people with nowhere else to go. Begs the question on whether they deserve our aid at all.
So is it justice for us to deny them aid? To turn our backs on desperate people with nowhere else to go?
No.
Nowhere else to go. Thank you, Doctor.
What did he think of?
Damn, I'm good.
He had an epiphany.
And here we have engineering, is where Mr. Scott lives.
There's also the transporter room.
This the device that will fix our star?
Aye, it's the only sort of probe I've got. How'd you like to see the warp engines?
No, I can show her, Commander.
I've always got time for our lovely last lieutenant.
Yes, the engines are this way.
They're fighting over her?
Young lady.
What is that?
That's a very dangerous
What's she
tool.
doing?
Stay back.
She wants to destroy the probe? He said it's the only one they have.
That probe, it would take a great deal of time to get another.
Yes, it will.
Why destroy something that will save your world?
People will turn on each other. They won't see friends and neighbors. They'll see Abetians. Help us find another way to fix our son.
There is none.
Destroying the probe will only delay the inevitable.
I feel so powerless.
I understand her fear.
Their eyes will change, but their hearts may not.
You're not powerless. You're the one person with power to change the hearts of your leaders.
I love this story so far. Okay, is it time?
Beginning of a bright new future for all of my people.
Some.
I beg your pardon.
For others, may be the beginning of the end. There are Abetians among you. If we repair your son, you'll see for yourself.
Is the captain trying to hold our salvation hostage? Is that your plan?
No. But it's a pretty good one. I think I'll borrow it. I wonder if you realize
You've accomplished in a few short centuries what took our people millennia.
transformed by the hope that one day they would be worthy enough to join the community of the stars. How will your people know when they've achieved worthiness? Well, that's the problem. There is no one answer. An undefined finish line means you never have to finish. Your people will never have to leave the safety, the comfort of what they know. There's an old saying, a ship in the harbor is safe. But that's not what ships are for. Will you let that fear define you? Vilify strangers, the very people that your hope calls upon you to strive to embrace. Do you serve the hope, or have you twisted it to serve you? There comes a moment in the life of every world when its people must choose whom they wish to become. This is your moment.
They really nail the Kirk speeches here, the writing, the acting, everything.
Now will you launch the probe?
We launched the probe 20 minutes ago.
The effects should become apparent any moment now.
Our world is about to change forever.
I wonder if one of them is an Abetian.
But my love for you will never, never,
for change.
Oh. Does she know something? Okay, he's orange. She's not, I bet. They're Oompa Loompas.
It's magnificent.
Yeah. I wonder if she's the girl's real mom. And she knew. She knew.
This has all been a lie.
No, no. Oh no, it's not a lie. I'm still me.
Come on, dude. You can do this.
Even with new vision, do you still not see?
Captain, commence the decontamination sweep of Hyalenas.
About that, I'm afraid we won't have the time.
You would let us all die?
The Abetians have the decontamination technology that you require.
And why would they help us?
Because you have something they need. Their people need medicine just like yours do. There's enough here to cure both worlds.
Given the Habitians' proximity to your sun, they experienced the radiation's ill effects generations before Hyalenas. Illness, food shortage. It is no wonder their world has fallen into chaos and war. They are what you would become.
There it is.
Don't make us beg help from them.
Oh gosh. Don't be such a baby. You see? That's your family.
There is no them anymore.
Only us.
Good work. Oh. It's over. It definitely did what it needed to do, but I kind of wanted a little bit more. And that's a good sign, I guess. I really, really enjoyed that episode. It got my noodling right from the very start. I loved when the lady ambassador said, "We look, but we forget to see." We didn't know it at this point, but she at this time knew that she was different from her lover there and the rest of the Hylians? Kind of sounds like Hylians from like Zelda. Hylian? Perhaps she was thinking to herself how easy it is to fall into the trap of just focusing on outward appearances and not thinking to bypass that and to go further to get to the real heart of a person. And I really liked when Spock mentioned that if he took offense to her mistaking him for a female, that he would be offending her, which I think is something that is good to remember and that not a lot of people really think about. Also, I was kind of off when I was thinking that the mention of the ship in the title was going to be about the Enterprise itself. That would have been too easy, so I guess I should have known that they wouldn't have been maybe not that on the nose with the title, but that quote is something that I've never heard before, I don't think. A ship in the harbor is safe, but that's not what ships are made for, I believe is what it was. And it's something very simple, but very effective. I don't really think it needs too much explanation, even though I've never heard it before. The meaning of it is very easy to understand. It's safe and easy to stay in our comfort zone, but one can't reach their full potential until they break out of that and do things that are bold and daring. I also like Kirk's solution to get the two races of cultures to work together to both have something that the other one needs. And it's interesting that the Abetians appeared barbaric to the Hyalini. I had to look it up because I didn't think it was Hyalians. I think that was just my brain going towards Zelda. Presumably just because they have been in this like desperation, this fight for survival. They haven't had the luxury of being able to have this peace amongst themselves because they are actually just trying to survive. So that would explain why the crime rate would increase and decrease depending on if they were allowing their ships to come and go or not. But we can see obviously that it's not just because they're Abetians that they are struggling to integrate into this society, because those Abetians that were born on Hyalinus, obviously, and being raised in that culture and by those people, and they integrate and get along very well, just the same as everybody else. And it kind of makes me giggle to think about the fact that if our world went black and white, and if everybody became indistinguishable from each other, I know that color is not the only thing that really distinguishes people here on Earth from one another. There's like facial features and things as well, but if that was all done away with, and we would have no idea who's this or that. And I don't think we would be dealing with the prejudices that we are today. And something so simple as that could be so effective. Oh, and I really liked how they brought into question the Prime Directive and really kind of shows the flaws in it. While it is a good guideline, it should stay maybe just a guideline, or maybe there should be a little bit of leeway and room to make decisions a different way that could save a whole race of people. I like how the Hylian ambassador, challenged Kirk with that. I thought that was very interesting as well. But I think we already know Kirk's stance on that if he really believes that something is correct, that he will skirt around the Prime Directive. We've seen it before. But he can't very well say that in front of these people, so his hands are kind of tied here. He kind of has to just grit his teeth and just kind of take that one. So this was a really fun episode. Like I said, I loved the changing between the black and white and the color. I would have been fine if the whole episode stayed in black and white, but the back and forth was really nice. It helps us to appreciate color when we lose it and then bring it back. Sakara was lovely, absolutely beautiful. I really liked her character, and yeah, that's about it. Let me know what you guys thought about this episode, especially if you're watching it for the first time with me. I'm very excited to hear what you guys think for your first viewing of it. And I will see you guys in the next one. The next one is going to be a two-parter, and it's going to be the last 2 episodes. So I'm not sure exactly how I will be recording and releasing that, if I'll do them separately or together. It kind of just depends on how much time I have and if I can get it all together in one go. But we'll see. Either way, I'll see you guys next week for more Star Trek Continues. Until then, bye-bye. What am I saying? What am I saying?